Okay, ang lesson naman natin ngayon ay derived conditional statements, converse, inverse, and contrapositive. Kung bago ka lang sa channel ko, do not forget to subscribe to math tutorials for more math tutorial videos. The objectives of this session are: recall the following: definition of statement, simple statements and compound statements, conditional statements, derive the converse, inverse, and contrapositive of the given conditional statement in if-then form. So let us have a recap. Statements are sentences that are either true or false, but not both. So we can say that statements or sentences are statements if kaya mong i-consider na yung sentence na yon ay true or false, pero hindi pwedeng pareho. The sentences "the sun rises in the west" and 2 plus 5 equals 7 are examples of statements because both sentences can be classified as true or false. Okay, so yung sentence po na ito, "the sun rises in the west," we can say that this sentence is false. So since kaya nating i-consider na ang sentence na to ay false, considered it as a statement. Same with 2 plus 5 equals 7 kasi we can say that this equation is true. So this sentence is a statement. Whereas kapag ganito naman, "it is a beautiful day," it is not a statement because we cannot say it is true or false until we agree on what we mean by beautiful day. So, yung salitang beautiful kasi, napaka-subjective niyan. So, minsan, kung ano yung beautiful sa paningin ko, hindi yun yung beautiful sa paningin mo. So, hindi tayo mag-agree kung ang statement na yun ay true or false. Or yung sentence na yun ay true or false. So, hindi siya statement. Same with this, 8 plus x equals 10. Kasi, yung variable x, hindi pa siya defined. Kung ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng x na ito. Unlike kapag sinabi natin na for some real number x. So, we can say that x can be substituted by any real number. So, dinescribe mo na si x with this phrase, kaya itong sentence na to is a statement. Pero ito hindi. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ano pwedeng ipalit kay x, kung number ba siya, or another letter, or whatsoever. Okay, so let's have a practice. So determine whether each of the following sentences is statement or not. So there is a Legoland in Manila. So in this sentence, we can say that this is false. So if you can say that the sentence is false, it is a statement. MHHS is a nice school. So kung meron ka man word dyan na pwedeng magsabi na iba ang definition nito sa ibang tao, yun yung magsasabi na hindi siya statement. So, dito yung word na nice, same with beautiful. Pwede yung nice para sa akin, hindi nice para sa'yo. So, ito, hindi siya considered as a statement. Same with number 3, kasi meron kang variables, pero hindi naman sinabi kung anong ang ipapalit mo do sa x at y. So, hindi defined ang values, kaya not a statement. 3.14 is a whole number. We know that whole numbers ay yung 0 and positive numbers. So, since ito ay decimal, hindi siya whole number. So, kaya nating sabihin na false yung statement. Pag false yung statement, ibig sabihin, if false yung sentence, kaya mong sabihin na siya ay statement. 2 points determine a line. If you have 2 points, may kakagawa ka ng isang line. The sentence is true. So, since kaya mong sabihin na true yung sentence, it is a statement. Again, masasabi lang siya na hindi statement kapag hindi mo talaga sigurado kung ano ang the decision kung true or false yung sentence. Okay, another recap. Simple sentences convey only one idea. It can be represented by small letters like P, Q, R, and S. So, ito yung kinaganda sa mathematics kasi sa math, we play with symbols. So, dito, look at my examples. Si P, para kay the sun rises in the east. So, imbes na isulat natin yung buong yan, pwedeng si P na lang ilagay natin. Same with Q. Ang ibig sabihin ng Q ay 2 plus 5 equals 7. Ibig sabihin ng R ay 25 plus X equals 10 for some real number X. At si S naman ay COVID-19 is not a virus. So, bawat isang letter dito ay katumbas na ng isang ibig sabihin. Yun yung simple statement. Tingnan naman natin to. Compound statements have two or more ideas. So, when I say compound, combination na siya ng iba't ibang ideas. They can be formed in two ways. First, by negation, and secondly, by using connectives. So, let's start with negation muna. So, in our previous statements, ito po yon. Sila po ay sina P, Q, R, and S. So, dito muna tayo kay P. The sun rises in the east. So, pag sinabing negation, iibahin lang natin yung ibig sabihin niya or baliktad yung ibig sabihin. The sun rises in the east. Ang ibig sabihin nito, yung sun daw ay umaakyat or tumataas sa east. Ang kabaliktaran niyan, imbis na tumataas, bumababa. Okay? The sun sets in the east. So, pwedeng ganun. 2 plus 5 equals 7. So, ang kabaliktaran ng equals ay not equal. So, 2 plus 5 is not equal to 7. So, ganun yung pag-negate. 11 is an even number. So, ang kabaliktaran ng even ay odd. Pwede mo sabihin yon. 11 is an odd number. Or, pwede mo naman lagyan ng not. 11 is not an even number. For S naman, COVID-19 is not a virus. So, alisin mo lang yung not. Ang negation niya is COVID-19 is a virus. So, yun po yung magiging negation natin for each statement. Then, since ninegate mo na si P, magkakaroon siya ng negative dun sa umpisa. Same with Q, R, and S. So, let us try to identify the negation of each statement. Coronavirus causes pandemic. So, since ito ay singular, ang gagamitin natin ay does not. Okay? So, coronavirus does not cause pandemic. Number 2, diagonals bisect each other. So, ito ay naka-plural form naman. So, ang gagamitin natin ay diagonals do not bisect each other. So, for number 3, this symbol is for angle. Angle A is not congruent to angle B. So, kung may not dyan, alisin mo lang yung not. That will be angle A is congruent to angle B. Number 4, two distinct points are always collinear. So, kung wala kang nakikitang not, lagyan mo lang ng not. Are not always collinear. For number 5, strict health protocol is implemented. So, walang not. So, lalagyan lang natin ng not. Is not implemented. Okay? So, ganun lang yung pag-iiba ng ibig sabihin ng ating statement. Another recap, the compound statements can be formed using connectives. So, there are different ways to connect statements to form compound statements. So, ang i-discuss ko lang yung may kinalaman sa if-then form. So, yun yung implication. Implication is a conditional statement in if-then form. The implication, if P then Q in symbols, P then Q is also read as P implies Q, P is sufficient for Q, and Q is necessary for P. Or, sa mas convenient way, sasabihin lang natin, if P, then Q. So, let us try to transform the following statements in if-then form. Diligent students can pass mathematics. So, una, hanapin mo yung verb. So, can pass. So, yung nasa left niya, yun po yung ating hypothesis. Gagawa natin siya ng statement. Tapos, yung sa kabila naman, ito yung conclusion. So, ito yung gagawa din natin ng isa pang statement. So, if students are diligent, then they can pass mathematics. Next, hanapin lang ulit si verb, are. So, yung nasa left niya, gagawa natin ng statement. Yung nasa right, gagawin nating statement. Okay, so that will be if all angles are right, then they are equal. Number 3, hanapin si verb, which is. So, yung nasa left, gagawin lang nating statement. If every, lalagyan ng if every number is prime, then it is odd. Number 4, have yung ating verb. So, ito, gagawa natin ng statement. Since ang rhombus ay isang quadrilateral, pwede nating sabihin na, if all quadrilaterals are rhombuses, then they have equal sides. Number 5, dito ang ating verb ay si are. So, gawa lang natin ng statement dito. if circles have equal radii, then they are congruent. So, ganun lang. Ang radii po ay plural form ng radius. Okay? So, ganun yung pag-transform ng statements into if-then form. So, ito na. The different types of conditional statements will start with the original if-then form. P is the hypothesis, Q is the conclusion. So, ang tatlong types niya ay sina converse, inverse, at contrapositive. So, let's play with the symbols. Pag sinabing converse, we just switch the hypothesis and the conclusion, yung position ng dalawa. So, mauuna mong sabihin si conclusion bago si hypothesis. Pagdating naman sa inverse, comparing that with the original, that will be your hypothesis is negated, your conclusion is negated. So, yun yung sa inverse. Pag contrapositive naman, kung makikita nyo, ang kapartner ni contrapositive ay si converse. Kasi, si Q naging negative, si P naging negative. So, in this case, ang titingnan nyo na lang dyan, compare si if then na original, ang kanyang negation ay si inverse. Tapos si converse, ang negation niya si contrapositive. Let's take this example. If one loves to eat vegetables, then he is healthy. So dito, ang yung blue natin, siya yung hypothesis, yung red siya si conclusion. So kung gagawa natin siya ng converse, ito ang tatandaan, dapat nasa umpisang part yung pangalan ng tao or kung sino man siya. Tapos nasa susunod or nasa then yung ating pronoun. Okay, so when we will write the converse of the original statement, that will be if one is healthy, then he loves to eat vegetables. Pagpapalitin lang. For the inverse, inenegate mo si P. So, kung ano man yung hypothesis natin, negated siya or meaning iba ang ibig sabihin, kabaliktaran. So, dito sa original, nakalagay, one loves to eat vegetables. Ang kabaliktaran niyan, one does not love to eat vegetables. Pagdating sa conclusion, kabaliktaran ng he is healthy ay he is not healthy. So, if one does not love to eat vegetables, then he is not healthy. For contrapositive naman, ang tingnan mo na lang si converse. Inenegate natin itong pula at inenegate natin tong si blue. So, that will be, if one is not healthy, then he does not love to eat vegetables. So, pag gumagamit na tayo ng does, ito ay nagiging plural form, okay, or yung base form. So, yun yung tatlong types of conditional statements. Let us have a practice. If a polygon is a quadrilateral, then it has 4 sides. Ito yung original. Kung gagawa natin siya ng converse, Q, then P. Pag inverse, negative P, negative Q. Pag contrapositive, negative Q, negative P. So, ang magiging converse niya ay, if a polygon has 4 sides, kasi mauuna yung red. If a polygon has 4 sides, then it is a quadrilateral. For the inverse, same pa rin yung position ng blue and red, pero magiging negated na siya. So, if a polygon is not a quadrilateral, then it does not have 4 sides. Pagdating sa contrapositive, itong si converse ang inenegate natin. If a polygon does not have 4 sides, then it is not a quadrilateral. So, yun po yung paggawa naman ng contrapositive. So, that will be our lesson for this time. So, always remember that statements are sentences that are either true or false, but not both. Simple statements convey only one idea. Compound statements have 2 or more ideas. They can be formed in 2 ways. First, by negation, and secondly, by using connectives. Conditional statements have 3 types. Converse, ang symbol niya ay Q, then P. Inverse, negative P, then negative Q. Contrapositive, negative Q, then negative P. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Sana nakatulong ako sa inyo sa pagsagot lalo ng inyong mga activities or modules. So kung bago ka lang sa aking channel, do not forget to subscribe. Thank you and God bless.